Hey guys, this is Mr. Odom doing video one for security and protective services. So first we're going to do some housekeeping. We're just going to go over exactly how you'll be able to mark off TARs. All right, so we're going to do a video or two videos per week going over a specific TAR. I'm going to send out a list with your current percentages and exactly what TARs each student in the security trade is going to need. All right, so we're going to do those TARs. We're going to pick a TAR that we feel like the most people need, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to give you a test on that specific TAR. So the first TAR that we're going to do is TAR W. TAR W is computer security. I'm going to read through it. I'm going to give you some notes on it, and then you'll just take the test. You take the test, email it back to me, and we'll be able to mark that TAR off for you. Hopefully, if everything goes the way that I expect them to go, then you'll be able to mark off at least 2 TARs per week, which I think is plenty. That should move you between 5 to 10% a week. Some weeks you may be able to do 15%, like with TAR H, and we do another TAR along with it that's worth 6 to 7%. You'll be able to mark off more than enough percentage to make sure that everybody is still progressing. All right, so let's dive into TAR W, which is computer security. All right, so what is computer security? Computer security is, it means to protect information. It deals with the prevention and detection of unauthorized actions by users of a computer. Today's security specialists must understand that information has value. I need somebody to tell me what is information. If information has value, then what does that make information? Somebody tell me that first. All right, so protective measures must be developed and enforced to protect it. All right. Measures designed to protect information should consist of three components. All right. The first one is prevention. Prevention, an organization must take actions to protect its information. All right. This includes measures to prevent information from being lost, stolen, damaged, or altered. All right. Preventative measures can include basic physical security practices such as locking the server room door or checking for company identification cards. Okay. The second one, number 2, is detection. Detection, an information protection plan must include actions that permit an organization to detect when information has been stolen, altered, or damaged. Okay. And then you have reaction. Number 3, what do you do if something was to happen? Okay. Reaction. A plan should also include actions that enable the recovery of electronic information, even if information is damaged or lost. Okay. So next we're going to talk about threats. There are 2 threats to computer security. The first one would be human threats. Human threats, since there is little you can do to defend against natural disasters and social unrest, it's prudent to consider potential threats you can control. Okay. For example, malicious threats include inside attacks by disgruntled or malicious employees. And then you have vulnerabilities, which are weak points or loopholes in security that an attacker can exploit. That's a human attacker can exploit. Experience tells us the most dangerous attackers are usually insiders or former employees because they know many of the computer procedures, systems, programs, and security measures that are used by the organization. Okay. The next type of threat to computer security is what they call hackers and crackers. Hackers and crackers. All right. So A hacker, or people who break into computer systems, are often called crackers or hackers. All right. The term hacker refers to people who either break into systems for which they have no authorization or intentionally overstep their bounds on systems for which they do not have legitimate access. All right. And then you have the crackers. The correct term used for someone who breaks into a system is a cracker. Common methods for gaining access to a system include password hacking, exploiting known security weaknesses, network spoofing, and social engineering. Malicious attackers normally will have a specific goal, objective, or motive for an attack on a system. These goals could be to disrupt services and the continuity of business operations by using denial of service. Denial of service, attack software packages. They might also want to steal information or even hardware such as laptop computers. Hackers can sell information that can be useful to competitors. Okay, now we're going to go into what are their motivations. What motivate people to crack or hack into a computer system? There are three different motivations to break into a computer system, hack or crack into a computer system. The first one is committing information theft and fraud. The second one is disrupting normal business operations. The third one is deleting and altering information. Now we're going to go into what are their methods. How do they do it? All right. Malicious attackers can gain access and interfere in your company's computer in several different ways. Okay. The first one is viruses. Attackers can develop harmful computer code known as viruses. Using hacking techniques, they can break into systems and plant viruses. Viruses come in different forms, and although not always malicious, they always take up time. Viruses can also be spread via email and floppy disk. A lot of people don't know what a floppy disk is, but I'm old enough to know exactly what a floppy disk is. It's just like the flash drives, but bigger. Okay. Denial of service attacks. This attack exploits the need to have a service available. It is a growing trend on the internet because websites in general are open doors that often invite attackers. The next one is Trojan horses. These are malicious programs or software code hidden inside what looks like a normal program. When a user runs a normal program, the hidden code runs as well. It can then start deleting files and causing other damage to the computer. Trojan horse